Hello, welcome back. Last time I got Amor Operatorium all the way done, and now I want to do the same for the other World of Love. So I think of, because of the names, I think of these as both worlds that are about the heart element, but really it's just this one. This is more about doors and, oh, hey look, the door frame here is in gold, and there's a red dot on top. This was probably explained to me in the library, but I wasn't able to parse it without actually seeing what it looks like. So, world completely done. All sun fragments but missing red ones. 2 of them. I still don't know why it's 2. I only know where one of those is. Nothing done. Implying there will be something to do. Just in case there was a Mary appearance I didn't see because apparently she's invisible to my eyes all the dang time. Yeah, there is text that I've already missed here. But not text that broke our friendship by me not experiencing it. So the void has the red dot, but not the gold frame. Okay. There's a red to get in cave outskirts. I know exactly what it is. I don't want to touch it right now. Islands of Ash, 100% done. Amor Operatorium, 100% done. Amor Night has stuff to do both ways. Faraway Meadowlands, 100% done. 1 red in Fallen Kingdom that is outside any puzzle. And still room for another door here. I suspect there won't be a door, but I don't know, maybe there will be. It's conspicuously like there is just like the perfect amount of space for one. Alright, Amor Night. World 5 this was. Okay. So the first thing I see is 1S. Should I start there? I guess so. What was 1? Out of the ordinary looked like this. So we got... Wait, didn't I do this? I did! This is one that was done before and I didn't redo. Also, I need to start from one of these levels to get in there. Okay, well let's redo it since I know what I'm doing. I remember the trick because that's an impossible trick to forget. Go in here and get pushed down through the platform. So how do I get pushed down through the platform? I think I do it like this. Whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh. And then... whoosh. And done. There we go. Alright. Get buried alive. I totally did this too. I don't remember the trick to this one, so I'm gonna look at reference material. Duplicate water, thanks. To teleport using a different ability, the ability won't stop. Yes, I remember that. Oh, this is a puzzle where that's relevant. Activate all charges except the one near the portal with just 1 earth. Right, of course. So I want to do something like duplicate water, by the way. So start with water, then take earth, then take fire, launch the fire, start a stomp right about now, a little earlier. Right about now, a little earlier. So wait, in this game? Yeah, just like the other game I play on this day. I also can't undo in this one when I'm in the middle of an action. Okay, what has been duplicated? And yeah, this feels exactly like I remember it being. Good stuff. Okay. Yeah, so just using the hints to look up the insights I had previously had for puzzles I'd previously done. That does the job. I don't have to go dig up old video footage and scroll through it and figure out exactly what I did. Anyway, so, loop. I don't think I ever did this. This is all new. Okay, bunch of one ways. The relevant thing is the loop here. I can go right, I can go up, I can go left. And that's the loop. Also down and left after I have the sun fragment and I'm done. So activate 2 charges. Get up a water thing. Use earth, air, air, it looks like, to get in there. So it looks like I end with something like water, earth, air, air. If I have that stack state, that's everything. Fire also exists here. Water, earth, air, air. If I just do something unreasonable like this. Aha. I see why I want fire. Kinda. Wait, air, air. That means duplicating air, which is going to mean something like, what, this? Okay, then make another earth. Now my main issue is... Oh, well couldn't I just take a fire and stick it in here? Nearly. If I had left one more earth there, which I couldn't have. Yeah, if I'd left one more earth there, which I couldn't have. Because I need to get out of this. Could I have launched the fire earlier? Well, so I was up here. I could have picked up some earth. Yeah, but then I wouldn't be holding air in the right slot. Okay, do I want to do something wild like, say, this? Maybe. Yeah, that's fine, isn't it? No earth in wrong order. Because, like, I got my airs, but I can't put the earth left of that water. Just to confirm, sure, if I had used earth here, I could easily air there and then air up there. Okay. So, kinda close. Not quite right yet. Okay, so I see what the fire's for then. Probably... oh, I can't touch it. Okay, let's do one loop just to get the fire. But then I'd be duplicating fire. Oh, aren't you tricky? Well... Wait, didn't I want things the other way around? I did. I don't use fire where I used fire. That's the wrong place. I'm suspecting that how I use fire will look much more like this. Not exactly like that, but much more like that. Well, no, hang on. But then I pick up earth and then water, which is the wrong way around. Okay, this is an interesting conundrum. Alright, fire's the big wild card here. I suspect I use it in one of three ways. To break through this barrier without going all the way up here. To get to the other side of these elements to collect water before earth. Or to get through these elements to collect earth before air. That's the one I most want to do, however, I can't access it. It's too high up. And doing a loop here means I'm wasting the duplicator in a place that is not okay. Doing this doesn't make it okay because I'm still not duplicating what I want to duplicate. Unless my to-air plan is a bad one. I mean, water's in a completely unacceptable spot now. Wait, yeah, I do want this order. Water first, then earth, then... Okay, so I think I'm walking left to right through here. Because I want to pick up water after I pick up earth. After I have two airs, yeah. So... stack state from right to left needs to be water, earth, air, air at the end. Okay. So prior to picking up that water on the right, I've probably used my fire. I've probably used a bunch of earths here, which are mostly to do this. Yeah, so why is it not okay to just kind of do... So here's my two air. I can work on this part of the stack state. Yeah, don't I just... Oh. Oh, okay. So now, while this looks pretty close to what I need, my issue is I have an unactivated elemental chart. That's okay. I see how to fix. Do this, do this, do this. Here we go. Done. That gave me everything I wanted. I saw it all at once. Great! Cool puzzle. That one I enjoyed a lot. Alright, 2 more yellow, 1 more red. Where? Left, I guess. Oh, a 7 showed up. Indiana Zoe. Alright. My name is written in this puzzle. Did Mary do a puzzle called Indiana Zoe? Probably, because she's in, like, my version of this dimension. She's not collecting M-A-R-Y. She's collecting, well, is she collecting the Z, the O, and the E? Like, does she have her own copies of those? I don't know how that works. Okay, so lots of stuff in the puzzle. When I have the sun fragment, I need 1 water. And then I'm done. The 1 water is in the upper left. Okay, Indiana Zoe, probably referring to Indiana Jones, if I were to guess, not having ever seen an Indiana Jones movie. The thing I think of when I think of Indiana Jones from cultural osmosis is grabbing some artifact off of a pressure plate and putting a weight on it very quickly so that a trap mechanism thinks that the artifact never left. That's what I would assume is applicable to this puzzle. And the location of the trap, I would guess, is here. These are the pressure plates, this is the trap. So, if I were to do something like... don't mind the wastefulness, just trying to demonstrate. Yeah, okay, that appears to fit the title. Okay, so now let's actually parse the puzzle, now that I've parsed the reference. If I had an earth, yeah, I could hit both of those easily. So from left to right, if my stack state were water, earth, and 2 other elemental charges were active, then I could finish from there. Why is there a duplicator? Okay, implying I'm duplicating something that's probably water. Theoretically, I could have up to 3 water here. Now, okay, here's a silly idea. This feels like an S-level sort of thing. But maybe this late in the game, that's just considered normal gameplay. Now, I don't have... Aha. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, so... to do this sensibly... why am I doing the things I'm doing? I'm not sure. There's a reversal object there. Ah, I see what the Earth is for, and I see what the reversal is for. However, I kind of got it at the wrong time, so here's my water wasted, and now I have nothing. Having 2 waters here is not sufficient, I think? Unless I could water here and water there, but then I'd need a 3rd. Don't think that's it. Can't really duplicate this fire usefully. Because if I shoot it, then I don't have it for the duplicator. So all I can do up front really is this. So like that's just the starting state of the puzzle. So I'm up here, hub portal's over there. I'm probably not making a second trip up here, so grab what you need now. If at the very end I'm going to need water left of Earth, and I will be taking something that reverses my stack. I probably do this. And I'm probably duplicating water. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. I will die. Told ya. So... I don't suppose Earth would be enough to get me there. Not quite. Oh, I see another thing. Okay. So check this out. Oh, that's funny. Well... Okay, so again, don't worry about the waste. That's probably not what I'm doing. I could do that. And then just maybe I could do... I don't think that jump's possible. No, there's pretty much no way, right? The end of the close is too slow. Maybe with Earth. So double water, because that makes the most sense. Here is air. I mean, that's no good. And if I use water on this, I will also die, right? No. Water is a viable activation method for that. I don't know how I'm getting those right to elemental charges. I'd really like to keep Earth for that. So, let's reverse that order. Which I think was this one that I wanted now. Well, I don't really need a second Earth. Maybe that's okay. Maybe reversing is for later. I mean, no, again, I die if I do this. I know, oh, hang on, no, I know I can do this, but then I'm Earthless. But that at least lets me, do, like, nothing, pretty much. So I'm one activation and one water short of the goal here. Huh. Okay. So yeah, there's pretty much no way I'm abandoning this ledge. I do need to take both of these now, I'm fairly confident. I can't waste the water, but I suppose I could do this to get some fire if I wanted it that badly. Oh, here's a new idea. Ooh, I like this one, actually. So that's why I'd reverse, which would mean take things in that order, which means I don't get two waters, which I don't really like. No, I really don't like that, actually. Oh, alright, let's just waste a thing. Have a second water. Take the wind, reverse. Whoops. Do this. I think I'm still gonna have a problem, but... let's imagine Earth was in the mix somehow here. Oh, air's in the wrong place relative to water. What I was gonna do looked like... oh. Yeah! No, that's good. That'll do the job if I can just get water and air in the other order. After I do that part, which I think I can, like this, right? No, now I'm not up there to fire the fire. Like, I'm gonna do this, then use the wind down here, and do those things, use the last water to get to the... I've convinced myself now that this is how the end of this puzzle needs to go. But what's the earth for, and how do I get the wind in the right place? So I'm not dipping out of this. I'm using air to activate those. Staying in, then my fire takes me over there. And I use water to activate the bottom one. Then what's the earth for? Maybe nothing? It's a lot more useful to clone water. I mean, I can just leave it there. So, what's wrong with this is that I want to reverse again right now. I guess to not completely waste the earth, I could use it on this, which doesn't matter. Because this just doesn't activate the charges that I need it to. Like, I can't be quick enough to do all that at once. Yeah, cool. Charge unactivated. And I don't know how to debug that problem. Again, it's just, like... once I see the solution, it will seem so obvious that it would seem impossible to not have seen it. I'm in another binary puzzle here. But I've done a bunch of work to understand what needs to happen. But then I hit this impasse and I don't have any tools to, like, break down the problem into smaller chunks. It's just, here's a big old brick wall. Climb it somehow. Good luck. Okay, there's also this idea. But there's no... could there be some merit to that? Not really. If I could make that jump, I would be done, and this would go unused. I do kind of like this. Like, that's fun. It doesn't help me, though. Well, I'd rather duplicate the water. And then use air to get out of this situation, but there's too much water in the way. No, it's just not... It doesn't matter, like, how far along I am there. It's the activation of that thing that ends up determining when the door closes. And yeah, too much to do in one fire flight. Okay, am I using fire wrong? Maybe. So let's consider other uses of fire. There was this one. Doesn't feel right to me. And indeed it's not. It just doesn't put water anywhere useful. No, that feels much less like the right way than what I was doing before. But I just have an impossibility here. Do I? Okay, what's the impossibility? Let's be specific. I'm going to pick up water, then earth, and see how things shake out. I have to either waste the earth, which actually was the most productive thing, or use it on this elemental charge, which seems irrelevant. Because I can't use it for, like, anything here. That doesn't get me up the door. If I hold on to it, I end up duplicating it instead of the water. Okay, so why is that bad? Do I believe that's bad? I can do that now. But, like, I need water at the end. That's required. Unless... Oops. Unless... What if it's not? Yeah, there's pretty much no way it's not. So if I duplicate fire... And then, I don't know, take this and reverse something. So here's the earth, which I do kind of have a task for, actually. I guess I would do this now. Okay, well I'm up here now. Well, I can touch the sun fragment. Okay, well that's closer than I've been before. Not close enough though. No, that is not going where it needs to go. Okay, did I fully explore the state space from taking water before earth? Alright, so right now things that I can do. Trying to hit that edge perfectly and pop up onto the door, which I don't think that would even get me there. Yeah, so I can't get on top of that with these tools here. This is guaranteed to kill me. There's nothing I can do about it unless I use another element that I don't have. So I'm either duplicating Earth or wasting it, or using it on this. Those are my three choices. None of them seem appealing. This looks like a useless action. Wasting it seems even more useless. And duplicating it is just not what I want. It does let me activate the right one of these, but then there are no more duplicators. And I'm not really getting that fire now. I can't already have the fire because when I shoot this... Wait, yes I can. Yeah, but... Then I gotta deal with being in there. That's definitely wrong, right? I presume so? Like, what would be good about this? The elemental charge in the upper right is activated. Oh, it sure is. There is something good about that, actually. Because that means I can close the door easier, so check this out. This lets me actually make it out. Oh, this might be... I mean, I don't think it is. But it's like almost something. Hold on. Sure. Okay, so can I do that with Earth? Can I get caught in there? No, that'd have to be air. And there's only one air, and I need it to get through that thing if I'm doing anything. Well, okay, I haven't tried water, just to check. No way. No, I mean, I think that's pretty clearly the wrong way. Okay. So anyway, let's start exploring the space if I pick up Earth first. I mean, I guess I can do this, but then I have no water again ever. And those signs have never once lied to me. Like, the only time they might have is if they continue to be present in a variation of a level. This is a yellow level. This is not a red level. Being this is a yellow level, not a red level, I am going to trust the sign. And I know it's not for this side, because using water here is no good. It's for the right side after I have the sun fragment. So, I must have at least one water at the end. Okay. I'll gain access to Earth by... I mean, okay, so if I must have at least one water at the end, I can't spend it now, I can't get to anything else, there's exactly one action I can do here. That. Now I have some options. Go fetch fire now, or take air now. If I take air now, then what are my options? So I'm starting with the air option. I can reverse which looks awful. I don't like anything at all about this state. That's very clearly bad. If I don't reverse yet, I do not make it through there before the door closes. So all I could do is pretty useless looking things that I do not like. So if I don't take air yet, I can do this, which seems bad. I cannot do that because that would... Wait, no, I can do that without dying, actually. Oh, this might work. Oh, there we go. Okay. Just had to explore the state to a point that... to find the one little combination I hadn't tried. Okay. Hey, there we go. All right. An on-purpose solve worked. I broke it down into a brute force method. Hey, at least it's something! I had some way to work on it. Could have been worse. Alright, one more yellow somewhere, and a red somewhere. They must be left side. So has 8 appeared way over here? Or is it a letter? There's a BS, which I think I did. Yeah, I totally did this. I totally did this. So let's use reference material. Use air to get to the left side. I'm gonna... Okay, before I actually parse that, I'm gonna double check that I did this. Okay, yes, I have a definite record of having cleared this level, so let's check these. Use air to get left side. Problems with how you're going to get back using fire. Air left, fire right. The love cells emit air upon use. Oh yeah, okay, right. So I need to hover for a bit while I wait for fire to bring me to the right. And can you be more specific? Can't use only love to get back right, use something else to stall. Use it to stall for something to happen. Okay. Alright, so air left, fire right, and some stuff in between. So if I try the simplest thing, that includes those ingredients. Oh, I need another fire. Okay. That earth is for later, for getting up to where the heart door is. And I think this is everything. So claim 3 love. Oh, that's not quite right. Yes, it is, because I can reverse. And that almost got me up there. Okay, there we go. Alright, good stuff. So that's that red, and that's all the reds. So there is only one yellow here that I've never done, which is way over there. Gee, okay. Ah. So with the way this is constructed, yeah, this is totally going to be about heart hovering, because you got to do it on the way in. Okay, so next time, love gives you wings, and what is the status of all the rest of the worlds? There's one potentially misplaced pixel on this door. Can I cheat to get a cursor for just a moment? How did I do that? I did it a second ago, but now it refuses. Alright, well, it's right about here. Okay, so there where that arrow is. Left of the leftmost part of the arrow. Bottom inner. There's one extra black pixel. It goes one too far down. I was walking over here and just like with the way it's scrolled, that spot looked extra dark. Anyway, so I want to look in the void. Let's just get an overview of what is, sure, so I can see it in the color of the door frame. I currently cannot work on this. That is done. I can work on that in theory, but I don't want to. I'm going to work on that next time. That is done. That is done. And I can work on that, but I don't want to. Okay, so that's not too bad. And then the rest of the stuff is in the void. Okay, so I'm pretty close to done here, actually. There's a bunch of stuff here that I walked away from. Well, 2 things. 3 and E. Overload and Elemental Megalith. Okay. I'm still not ready for those. I want to first do... Love Gives You Wings. And then it sounds like something's going to happen in the library. I'm going to check just one more time in case anything has happened there. Because I haven't done that in a while. 111. I only need 3 more. Oh, I'm close-ish. But I'll have to do Overload and Elemental Megalith. But there's only 1 yellow left. Okay. Well, there we go. I'm actually really close on the yellows. Okay, so we are in very, very firmly the end game. And I guess the moment I get the E, I can probably see an ending. Yeah, alright, so depending on how stubborn things are going to be, there might not be a whole lot left of this. Alright, see you next time for the last of Amornipe.